I have I've avoided making this video for a little bit now. I've avoided making this video for a little bit now because the world is a very sensitive place at this point in time. And if I'm being honest, I think a part of me is afraid of saying the wrong thing. And here's why. Because no matter what I say, there's going to be somebody out there that disagrees with my opinion. I have a 4-year-old son. My son is white. I am obviously white. And I can honestly tell you that I have never once feared for the safety of me, my son, or any other family member. When it comes to police brutality. I cannot speak on the behalf of anybody who is a different color than I am. I will not begin to pretend like I know your struggles, because I don't. This video might wind up being all over the place because that's what happens when you are in an emotional state. But I wanted to there were two things that I heard from social media specifically. One is, if you stay silent, you are part of the problem. And I felt that. And I knew at that point I couldn't stay silent anymore. And the second one was this ongoing long battle of all lives matter versus Black Lives Matter. And it didn't make sense to me why there was a battle between this saying of all lives matter versus Black Lives Matter. Because in my brain, all lives matter meant exactly that. That every race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, all of that was included in All Lives Matter. I didn't realize, because I had the privilege of being naive. I didn't realize I didn't realize the reason for the separation. And then I read something on social media that said, not all lives matter until Black Lives Matter. And I felt that. This channel is obviously centered around being a witch and practicing witchcraft and things like that, and I have never in my life experienced, as an empath, it is feeling the frustration and hate and sadness and negativity of thousands of people is crippling, and it has been for the last however long. The protests obviously escalated it, and the day that the protests started is when I started to excessively feel all of this negativity. I just want to say, I can't even look at the freaking camera right now. I have no idea what to even say right now. I wanted to show my support of the protests, of protesting. But there is a difference between protesting and rioting. And it is a very big difference. I understand what anger feels like. I understand what being so angry feels like, that you feel the need to break something, hit something, do something aggressive. I understand that. And I understand that there are thousands upon thousands of people that are that angry, and you have every single right to be. Every single right. And I am not here to stop you from being that angry. I can't stop you from doing anything. And there is no way in fucking hell that it is okay for any person, cop or no cop, to put their hands on another human being without being provoked. The amount of videos that I saw from these protests where there was cop cars running people over, pepper spraying little kids, like little girls who looked like they were no older than 10 fucking years old. What did she do? What did she do? That little girl didn't do anything. People with their backs turned, who were already walking away and doing what you asked them to do, being pushed and shoved to the ground. People who lost their eye from rubber bullets. Are you fucking kidding me? And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, in my own fucking city, there's people's, civilians' cars on fire. What? You're there to protest a man being killed unlawfully, and you're breaking into a fucking CVS? What does that have to do with your protest? That has nothing to do with your protest. You defeat the whole fucking purpose. My point is, that you cannot fight fire with fire. You cannot hate more than they hate, because it doesn't put out the fire or solve the problem. It breeds it. It makes it worse. If you walk up to an officer and punch them in the face because you're mad, aren't you giving them an excuse? You're not solving the problem. You're making it worse. And cops? We're supposed to feel protected by police officers. All of us are supposed to feel protected, not just some of us. I am truly, truly disappointed in the entire human fucking race. Because we all should have been doing better than this. It should have never gotten to this point. It was swept under the rug for years. I can't even believe that this video even needs to be made. And you can agree with me or disagree with me or feel however you want to feel, because that is your right, and it is my right to feel how I want to feel. But lighting cars on fire and brutality on both sides, it's not gonna get us anywhere, except a lot of people hurt, in jail, or dead. And I don't know about you, but the idea of anyone of any color, race, religion, or sexual preference dying over something as stupid as a hatred of a color sounds so fucking idiotic to me. To be mistreated over the color of someone's skin sounds so stupid to me. If you have room in your heart for hatred of somebody that you don't even know over a color, then you are what's wrong with this world. Change. Change is what we have needed for years, but never actually had it. And obviously what we are doing currently isn't working. So I think it's time we figure out something else that will. I don't have any answers as to what that is. I wish I did. I wish I could be one of those revolutionary people that had this brilliant idea on how to fix the problem at hand. But what I do know is that if there is going to be anything that we need to change, it's that we have to stop segregating ourselves. I have seen videos of police officers kneeling and police officers walking with these protesters and protesters approaching police officers and hugging them. Another thing that I saw that really stuck with me is not all blacks are criminals, just like not all cops are killers. We all have families out there that we want to come home to. I just feel like if we all stand together, that's what'll make a difference. Together we stand, and divided we fall. As cliche as that sounds, it holds so much truth to it. So I am asking you to stand. We are an entire human race. There should be no division just because of the color of someone's skin. I think that sounds ridiculous. I cannot say that enough. Everyone should be able to walk down the street without being given side glances. Or they should be able to walk into a room and have people not grab their purses and hold on to them really tight. It angers me and it upsets me that we even have to do all of this. And I'm not the greatest public speaker. I'm not the greatest person at giving speeches because I get very, very emotional over things, and I think too quickly to get these words out. And I am not the smartest individual in the world, but I'm smart enough to know that this is fucking stupid. Stupid. And it hurts my heart that we even have to do this. It hurts my heart that people even have to protest about something like this. Get your shit together. Stop hating for the sake of hating. It's ridiculous. Man up. Stand up. Stand with your brothers and your sisters, because we are an entire human race. There should be no separation. Grab my hand, hold it, and walk with me while I walk with my brothers and sisters along. I may not be physically present at a protest right now. Hell, I don't even know if I can, because I have a 4-year-old son that I'm not willing to bring to a protest and have pepper sprayed in the face. I'm just not. But there are mothers out there that don't even have to go to a protest, and they'll have that happen. And that is ridiculous. The point I'm trying to make in this video is that I am standing with you. And I encourage every single one of you watching this to stand with me. Saying nothing is part of the problem. And I refuse to be part of the problem. I personally would like to be part of the solution. And I think the solution starts now. Protests are just the beginning. This is the beginning. for my witchy community, or anyone, I encourage you to make a video telling our community that you will stand and you will fight and you will be there for anyone and everyone that is suffering right now. This right here, big or small platform, this is still a platform. And this is my protest. And I encourage everyone in my community or outside of it, or anyone who's even remotely watching this video, to stand up and make their protest. There is no bigger way to make a statement than social media right now. Or media in general. You want people to hear your voice? Put it on the internet. Put it on social media. And that is my choice to do that now. I want people to hear my voice. I want peaceful justice. Peaceful being the key word. You are allowed to have hate in your heart and feel anger. That is your right. And it takes a big person to stand there with gritted teeth and hold it back and do something peacefully. Make your statement. My viewers, my subscribers, make a video, send it to me on Instagram. I will make a compilation of every single person that sends me a video showing their support for this cause. And there is power in numbers. And that is what I would like to share. So if you are willing to do that and send that to me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, that is power and strength in numbers. At this point, I just want to end the video with saying, Black Lives Matter.